you one trigger, simple. So for defining the trigger, the command is same, create or replace trigger name. Then we need to write before insert or after insert. Okay, so I mean the manipulation command. So I'm writing here trigger tr1 before insert on, and then I'm writing batsman. I want to write this trigger on batsman table to check whether batsman name is null or not. Okay, and if user is inserting null value into batsman, it should not allow user to insert that record, and it should display some error. Okay, so we are going to write like this: create a replace trigger name before insert on batsman for each row, and then we'll write the logic, whatever logic we want to define. So what we want to validate? We want to validate batsman name, that it should not allow user to enter null into batsman name. So we'll check this condition. We'll check this condition whether batsman name is null or not. Okay, so see here, when we execute any procedure function, you must have you must have noticed this. When you are entering this values, it was showing old and new here, as you can see, old and new, right? So when we insert old value is what? Nothing, because we have not inserted anything. So at that time your variable name is the old value, and new value is what? Your actual value, right? So when you are inserting, we are going to refer the new variable. Fine. So here we'll specify new dot if new dot batsman name. So what is the field name in batsman table? It is name. So I'm writing if new dot name is null, then what should we do? We should not allow user to enter the record, but at that time we need to display the error message. Okay, so to display error message, there is one procedure which is used, and that is raise application error. Raise application error. Fine. Within this we can define the error message, user defined error message, along with the error code. So we need to give error code. Fine. Now this error code we have to define like this: minus and then the error number. Now there are certain error codes which are reserved for Oracle server, because you must have seen this. Whenever any error is displayed, it is showing some error message like this: ORA dash 06550. Okay, so this numbers, this 5 digits 1299999 are reserved for Oracle server, so we can't give those error codes, but we can define any other error code, right? So that's why I'm writing 20,001 something. Okay, so this error codes are reserved and we can't use those. So you can write like this, and then comma and actual error message. Okay, so here I'm writing my own error message like batsman name cannot be null. Batsman name cannot be null. So when we'll violate this rule, it will display the message. But remember, we don't have to call trigger. It will be fired automatically. So this trigger will fire automatically when this will be fired when we are going to insert record into batsman table. Okay, and it will check for each and every row. If batsman name is not null, then it will allow to enter the record, but if it is null, then it will display this error message. Now before that, it is showing this error cannot create triggers on objects owned by sys. Okay, so let me change privilege connect sys as sysdba. But I'm working in sys user only. Why it is showing this error? Acha, okay. So I'll have to create a trigger in some other user. Let me open this user. Grant create trigger. Fine, I'll have to create those tables again because these tables are not there in my login. Password is not right, it is saying. Okay, I have created this table, right? Now there are no records in this table. Now let us create this procedure, this trigger. So now it is showing that trigger created because sys user cannot create trigger. So it was not allowing me to create the trigger because I was in sys user, right? So I have changed my username and now I am creating this trigger. To fire this trigger, we need to insert any record into table batsman. So now I'm inserting one record, insert into table name, which is batsman, values, ID, and country. Okay, so it is showing one record inserted because I'm not violating any rule. All my values are valid. I have not inserted this batsman name as null. Now I am inserting batsman name as null, and let's see whether whether it is displaying the error message or not. So I'm entering null. Okay. So now it is displaying this user defined error with the code. As you can see, this is the error code because it is defined by me, 2001. Okay, and my error message is also displayed. Batsman cannot be null. Batsman name cannot be null. We need to change that. Okay, so this is how your trigger will be fired whenever any statement is inserted, deleted, or updated. Fine. Now, as you know, this I have written before insert. So before inserting the record, it is checking for the validation, right? So if you see records of this batsman table, you will see that record of batsman number 1 is not in